still monitoring the press conference happening in Washington, D.C. right now. President Trump is reacting to that plane crash. 67 people are presumed dead. Now, not all their bodies have even been recovered, but President Trump started off the press conference by offering his condolences, but then went very quickly to blaming DEI policies, blaming people with physical disabilities, mental disabilities, even people with dwarfism somehow for this, the cause of the plane crash, the hiring somehow of people as air traffic controllers. Just your initial thoughts, Gee.
It's par for the course. This is what 60% of the country voted for. I was talking to my good buddy Sully during the break, and I said, we're talking about if I'm surprised. Yes, I'm surprised. I'm surprised because we've never seen this before. We don't know what this is like. We don't know what it's like for the President of the United States to stand in front of the country and speak before even all of the bodies are recovered. And this is what happens. DEI is blamed. Obama is blamed. Biden is blamed. Pete Buttigieg is blamed. And what really took me out, literally what took me out, little people were blamed for this crash. It is a very sad thing in general. It is tough to talk about, considering 67 lives presumably be taken on this flight. And for this to happen right in here, we are 10 days in. 10 days in. Almost 4 years to go. But the crazy thing is people keep saying, well, it's just got to go through 4 years. No. This might not be undone for another 50. The groundwork that's being laid right now, Charlie.
Sully, you have covered a ton of plane crash investigations, at least they're mostly overseas, in your specialty as a transportation reporter. In terms of analyzing a crash like this, they don't have all the information yet, do they?
No, that's why I asked our expert, John Nance, when he was on earlier, what to put on his NTSB hat. And the last thing he said is, we might not know for a year what happens. These investigations move so slowly. And the most absolute wrong thing you can do is to start assigning blame and causation to what happened. And I want to read you something. There are a few experts that I look up to, even though he's younger than me. John Ostrower used to work for the Wall Street Journal, now writes for the Air Current. Quote on X, "We are watching in real time the systematic unraveling of decades of aviation safety accident investigative precedent and process from the President of the United States." He basically threw everybody under the bus for this, and that's the absolute opposite of what you do in a catastrophic event like this. You wait. You analyze the information. I'm flabbergasted by what I just heard.
You know, I guess we can go off of what we have been used to. But I'd assume, Charlie, Sully, there's a lot of people who don't like what politics were before this. There's a lot of people who do not like the political speak, if you will, and, oh, we always hear this before. And I think that there is a thirst, and it has been a thirst in this country, to hear something different. Well, you got it.
It's kind of a whiplash.
You got different now.
It's a whiplash on the text line, G, because you have many people who are saying this was way over the top, this is out of bounds. But you watch the text line like I do. There are others who say, yeah, this may have been coarse, this may have been harsh and not the right time, but there are problems with DEI, and they were thankful that he brought them up.
I got to tell you, so, Sully, again, where I was surprised, I did not think it was possible. Hear me out for a second. Now, did I think he'd blame Obama? Sure. Did I think he'd blame Biden? No doubt. Did I think he'd even blame Pete Buttigieg? Yes, no doubt. That's normal. People, how was he able to blame DEI and little people? No, seriously. Before any factual statements have come in about what caused the crash, it's one thing to give an opinion. It's another thing to make that a stretch. So if everyone in this country, if you guys want to be, and I know DEI is the buzzword for so many, and there's going to be a lot of people that maybe your situation is not what you think it is, and you have an opportunity to blame DEI, you might want to think again, because there's a reason why that is becoming the boogeyman. Matter of fact, we have a history in this country of there always being a boogeyman.
Gee, Scott.